YouTube voiceover script, Grimoire of the Seasons, my Pagan journal journey. Welcome, kindred soul. Let me share something with you. A quiet world I've built, page by page, herb by herb, season by season. I keep a grimoire. Not just one, but 4 journals, each with a purpose of its own. Together they form the map of my path, through the wheel of the year, the wild woods, and the magic of ancient symbols. My first journal is for studying. Ogham script dances across the pages, side by side with Irish words, Celtic symbols, ancient tribal marks. It's where I learn, where I listen to the past, speaking softly through ink and memory. My second journal holds the heartbeat of my practice. Here I write about the wheel of the year, moon rituals, altar designs, divination spreads, ceremonies, seasonal celebrations, each entry a thread in the tapestry of my craft. The third journal is a treasure chest of recipes and forage knowledge. Teas, incense blends, dream sachets, protective bundles, everything from how to steep elderflower for winter healing to where the mugwort grows best under the July sun. This is my kitchen witch's codex, my forest's memory. And then there is the fourth book, a living album of pressed plants, wild-picked in the stillness of morning or the hush of twilight. Each flower, leaf or thorn pressed with care, and beneath them, their names, their uses, their stories. If you feel called to start a grimoire of your own but don't know how, know this: there is no single right way. But if you need guidance, a beautiful place to begin is The Green Witch's Grimoire by Aaron Murphy Hiscock. It offers gentle structure, rituals, prompts, and layouts to help you find your own rhythm. For me, this process came naturally, but many need a first spark to get started, and that's perfectly okay. A little tip: invest in whiteout. Trust me, you'll thank me later, especially if you haven't handwritten in a while. Use a ball pen, not a fine liner, and keep your letters small. A tiny ruler helps when writing Ogham or placing Celtic symbols. Instead of drawings, I dress my pages with Ogham and ancient marks. Start with writing your name in Ogham, then label your chapters. Use Celtic symbols for protection, clarity, remembrance. Let your journal become both spellbook and sanctuary. I'm dreaming of a permanent altar, a small forest sanctuary to honor the spirits I call upon, covered in moss, feathers, acorns, pine cones, flowers, bones, natural offerings gathered with respect and intention, a space that changes with the seasons, alive with memory and reverence. And remember, it's the last month to harvest certain plants. Now is the time to dry and store, to build your winter stash. At the end of August, collect seeds, tend the cycle, feed the future. Even if the days blur and life gets heavy, try to return to the wild, touch the bark, taste the wind, pick up tokens from sacred places, add them to your altar, stay connected to what called you here. And when the leaves begin to fall, make a new album. Autumn leaves, berries, nuts and bark. Learn the trees. Know their names. They were sacred to the ancients and still are. But before we close, a few important reminders we always offer from one practitioner to another. Only forage where it's legal, safe and sustainable. Never take too much. Leave enough for wildlife and for the plant to return next year. If you summon spirits, work only with clear intention and spiritual boundaries. Close what you open. Cleanse afterward. Not every energy is kind and not every spirit belongs in your space. Psychedelics, if used, should be approached with reverence, safety, and deep knowledge. Never mix them with unstable energy or ungrounded minds. Always research. Always prepare. When working with the elements, especially storm energy, remember nature is not a metaphor. Storms can kill. Protect yourself physically and spiritually. Always carry respect. Never rush. This is the ancient path, and it remembers everything. This is how I stay connected to the land, to spirit, to the craft. This is how I remember what it's all about. Thank you for walking with me.